The Hindu Editorial Dictation, Canadian Frostbite. India must consider the impact of its next steps on its diplomacy and image. 80 word per minute. Start. After a year of frosty exchanges and declining relations, India and Canada have declared diplomatic war as India's Ministry of External Affairs revealed this week that the Canadian government had sought to investigate and even interrogate the Indian High Commissioner and five other diplomats, naming them persons of interest for the killing of Khalistani activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Mr. Nijjar, who was shot dead in June 2023 in British Columbia, was wanted by India. In a press conference, the Canadian police detailed their suspicions that the Indian diplomats were somehow involved with an Indian criminal network they believe is responsible for the killing as well in the targeting of some in the Indian diaspora. The Canadian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has alleged political interference by India's diplomats, something hitherto it had accused China of. India's MEA has called the charges preposterous, accusing Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of orchestrating the investigations for political gain with a pro-separatist Khalistani vote bank given his record low ratings ahead of the 2025 general election. India also accused what it called the Canadian regime for providing space to violent extremists and terrorists to intimidate Indian diplomats and community leaders in the name of free speech. Delhi and Ottawa have each expelled six diplomats with the reduced staff strength in the high commissions in both capitals and on outraged India, reserving the right to further action. It could well mean drastic cuts in visas and curtailed direct travel links. With the die cast for worsening ties, New Delhi must consider carefully the impact of its next steps not only on Indian diplomacy but also India's image. While it is imperative to defend India's diplomats, it is equally important to investigate the allegations that Indian intelligence agencies have overstepped in operations in the case. The RCMP's naming of Indian underworld gangster Lawrence Bishnoi must also be investigated, as India's adversaries seek to draw links between allegations against Indian intelligence and national security operations in Pakistan, the UAE, Qatar, Canada, and the US. Even India's close partners are looking askew. The USA's statement that India should cooperate with Canada must be seen as evidence of that. India's dual policy towards the Niger case, which it outrightly rejects any connection to, and the Panam case in the US, it has sent a high level inquiry team also raises questions. The government must prove it has nothing to hide. It must also be more transparent about how it expects to deal with this challenge and to reports that link Canada's allegations to India's top leadership, including National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Home Minister Amit Shah. Above all, New Delhi must step up an international campaign to ensure accountability from Canada to either present verifiable evidence or to stop casting this shadow over India's reputation and its diplomats. Full stop.